Good morning, everyone. I'm back. I'm going to do catch up in... Oh, I just kicked it. I've got it on my right-hand side. Let's see how I go. And I have my iPad overhanging the tripod a bit. So let's see if I do a better job at not knocking it. Am I recording? Yes. I think I've got it up a bit high today. Oh, no, then you can't see. Okay, good. Hi, everyone. Let's start that again. I'm just going to catch up in my December book. Don't have that much to write, although we did a little bit on Sunday, but I don't really have any, just having a sip of coffee, sort of ephemera. I mean, I did go to the antique market and I did show you all of those lovely postcards. Maybe one of those could go in, possibly. That could be a good idea. I wonder if I've got one that doesn't have any writing on it. Let me see. This will be a challenge, changing the position of my iPad from left side to right side. I'll probably go off screen. You'll have to scream at me. So I'll move back. No, they're all written. I think I'm a clever chook, aren't I? I chose all of the ones that have been written on. Anyway, let's work on... Did I just knock it again? Oh my goodness. Not doing much better, am I? You know what it is? It's those silly feet. Let me just spin that around like that. That might be better. Am I still on? Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so I had a great suggestion to use supermarket pamphlets, or, little, with their prices and stuff. Number 2 I have to do my gluing on and then just rip the page off. Well, I don't have one, so I'll just use this old book that I was throwing out. It's not, don't worry. I've got so many, and this is not very old. It's like 70s or 80s or something like that. Not particularly interesting. So yes, I will feel free to tear that out. So this was the first page here, and now I need to do page 2. I thought I might just try and fit it all on here. And I think I'm going to collage some of this paper here. And I think I will, if I can find it, yes, use some double-sided tape. I bought some very bodgy tape at the Chinese store the other day that doesn't stick. So I'm kind of annoyed. It wasn't that expensive, but I kind of have to throw it all out, the ones that don't stick. This one's okay. Oh, I don't want to use those scissors. These scissors. Am I on screen? Yes. I've got my pink fluffy jumper on today. Probably not the best idea to wear that. It's a woolly jumper for crafting, because I do like it. I don't want to ruin it. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm supposed to be making another growth chart right now. I keep putting it off. I'll do it after this because today is sunny, and so there's a lovely bright light in here to do a video, I thought, rather than going into the other room. And I can't craft in there because that would be just too uncomfortable, and I'd have to carry too much stuff backwards and forwards. So I prefer to do my crafting in my crafting room. Funny that. Okay, so let's see. Oh, my sister Sarah, as you all know by now, she's on her way over. So I told her when I was there how to empty a book and make a journal, and I'm sure she's documented and watched plenty of videos. She really likes, she's discovered Johanna, so I'm sure she's been watching some of her videos. She shows you how to do things. So this is this lovely wrapping paper that I have. Anyway, so on my travels around Australia, I gave her a couple of old books that she really liked, and so especially one for her son, and then also she's been going around to all of the op shops and thrift stores and finding some great things to do books with. I think Sarah would like to do eventually, if she can find the time, which is that's always a challenge for her because she works really hard at the school that I don't know if she's head of sport or she's head in a boarding house and that sort of thing, so she She works very hard. Anyway, what I was saying was, yes, anyway, so she's collected up a few books, and so she's made herself and her son a journal each for this trip, which is really fun. And so she's already started. She's done her first page, her cover page or something in it. She's just posted it on Instagram. This is my point. She's just posted it on Instagram, and it's really lovely. If you don't know my sister's Instagram, it's at Roxy Creations by Sarah, and that's Sarah with an H at the end. I don't think I should glue this. I'm chatting and I'm not concentrating. I think I'm going to use tape. Yeah, so if you want to see what she's done in her first page, you can pop over and have a look. She doesn't do videos. You never know, that might change. She might come over here and like the whole video process and decide to do videos, but I doubt it because I don't think she has a lot of time. Because there's a lot of, not so much in summer, but in winter there's, when in Australia there's a lot of winter sport going on, like rugby and things like that. So yeah, she's pretty busy, my sister, and she's very good at her job, and she really loves it. But she does love crafting and doesn't often have energy to do it, but when she does, boy, is she good. I think she's the top of the top. Well, no, maybe Mum's the top of the top. I couldn't pick between the two of them. Oh, no, maybe my aunt. She's my dad's sister. She's really amazing. Like we're all in awe of her. But everybody has their own style. It's really funny, even though we're all family, we have our own style. I'm using double-sided tape here. I'm just thinking, because this wrapping paper, some of you might have had it in the past journal. It's kind of raised, and it's kind of like, feels like a foamy sort of, the design, the light part is kind of foamy. So I kind of felt like the glue stick, oh, I've done that too long. The glue stick wouldn't stick so well. The problem with this is I've got sticky there. So what will I do? I think I'll just try and cut it, and I'll get sticky scissors. This video is probably not going to be too exciting for you. Okay, so that's that. Didn't get sticky scissors, that's all right. I'm enjoying using my book so far to glue on, guys. Well, I only glued one thing, didn't I? Oh, such a dingling. Lulu would be telling me off. Okay, so where am I going to put the two? Will I put it down there? I quite like it down there, but I feel like it needs something behind it. Could it have this behind it, do you think? Am I on screen? Not very well. You know what I've got here? I've got a whole lot of magazines. They're causing me problems. Okay, that's not very exciting. Oh, I'm feeling a bit boring, to be honest. Probably shouldn't have done a video. I kind of like that. That's very contrasty. I do quite enjoy that. I'm going to tear. What I'm going to do. Oh God, can I get to my sewing machine? Didn't think about that one. You can get a big fairy arm in the screen. Just let me pull it over here. Look, I'm going to stitch from afar. That's what I'm going to do. Keep it. Oh, can I get my foot around and get over there to the pedal? Oh my goodness. This is a challenge, guys. What's on screen? My big arm. We don't want my big head. Okay. It's kind of like stretching. I've got one leg over there. My body's over here and my hands are over there. And I've gone crooked. You know what? This will be a double stitched one. I'll go around again. Because I went off. I can't do that. Okay, sorry guys. Not a very well thought video as per usual. But if I don't keep up with this, I know I won't do it. Okay, great. So then what I'm going to do, let's speak properly, not shorten our words in the Aussie way. Gonna. We like saying gonna. I'm gonna. Right, my dad would be, I don't think my dad watches my videos. He wouldn't be very impressed listening to me say gonna. Okay. Right, so you see, I stitched it there. Am I on screen? Yes. Sorry, guys, I'm going to keep saying that because I've got my thing in the different position. I've stitched it down, very crooked, look at that. And then I stitched it so that way it was easier to tear it rather than just holding it still with one thumb and tearing. So I like that. As Lulu would say, me likey. And I like it. It contrasts. I want a clashy. I said I wanted a clashy journal. Well, that's what I'm creating. And that one I will glue. And I think I'll use my PVA glue because I think that's more, it's more strong. It's stronger. So we'll just put the glue on willy-nilly like we normally do. Okay. And let's see. Okay. Right. Look at that. Look at that. I like it. Something different. Totally different to last year. That should be the goal each year, to try and do something different, which is probably not that hard to do because we do evolve as we go on. We don't always stay the same. Okay, so then what I did do is I did go to the antique market and I was wondering, I'll show you what I got. Another thing that I got amongst the many things that I got. I did get, let's have a little looky. I got these were Designer Guild samples. This is linen. And I loved the colours. I went in a bit of a theme with the colours and the fabrics. So, or I could stick a little piece of fabric in to the journal. Look, I got a whole lot. Look, so lucky. I thought I might use these for pouches, or I might even make a new range of journals using these. Oh, this teal is, I don't think you can see the colour so well there. And then this beautiful sagey sort of green, and probably looks a bit grey there. Another teal with embroidery. Oh, and that's got nothing to do with that. I also found this what do you call it, needlepoint. Look at that. Love that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Might go in a bag, or bits and pieces in a bag, or pouches. That's what I like to use those for. Or might even cut out a flower and put it on a journal cover. Who knows? The endless possibilities. So anyway, yep. That, getting back to this was what I pulled off the back of one of them. It's Designers Guild. So I thought they could go in somewhere. I might stick. I wanted to cover up that writing. I might just tear that a bit more. I'm standing now, so I can see if I'm on screen or not. I'll just throw that on the floor. I do keep my broom near, so after each session I give it a sweep. I'm going to put that there. I think I like that. And then the Designers Guild, I think maybe it's too big. That's what's bothering me. And I'll just tear that off. Because when I look at that, I'll remember what I bought. And then it might help me remember some of the other things that I got that had nothing to do with it. I'll probably put those over there. And then here, I think I'll probably just write a little bit about the day, because I went to the antique market. Then I came home, and what did I do? I think I did some work. Just I'm going to have a sip of, I think I made a video. Having a sip of coffee, and I'm going to have another sip so it's done. And there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to write, and we went to a birthday party, and that's about all we did. So that can be written there. But on what? On a bit of green paper. On what is the $1 million question? Or where are my other bits? Here. See, I've cut up my pretty piece of paper that I had the other day. So I've left them like this because I'm not sure whether I'm going to be wanting to use them as a flip out or tags. They can only be tags or flip outs in my opinion, because I don't want to cover anything up. I like both sides. So I just cut them in random sizes, and I just love the way they turn out. They're so cool. Thank you, Jessica. And if you want to know what a Jessica is, someone said to me, what is a Jessica? A Jessica is a Jessica wrap of 2 silver oranges. Just love her. She's very, she's kind of random like me. I like that. So, and these were those book pages that I did. Now, a customer has asked me to do some doilies, a digital file with just doilies and like maybe just 2 pages or 3 pages. And what I've decided to do is I've done them in 2 different sizes and small ones. The point is small ones that can easily go onto tags and smaller things, because some people it's hard for you to resize them. So, or to get you, like you can, with you, if you've got an HP, for example, you can do 4 to a page, but that's the size that you get. Or you can do 9 to a page, but then they're really mini. Love that. So these are going to be like flippy outy sort of things. That would be really nice there actually. But I don't want to, I've got that flip out there. I don't want to start doing too much of that now, do I? Here's another one. I'm going to make more of these. I love making these. These are just with the very old book pages. I just stitched 2 together. Just glued 2 together and then collaged on it. Those are really nice. And that was one of my other ones left over from the first time that I did them. Possibly that could be nice there. No. Okay, I'm just going to get some... Maybe, I don't know what I would I... Do you think I could write on that? Probably not. Let me find a scrap. And I like to write with my uni ball pen. So let's see if my uni ball pen will write on that. It does write on there. So I can just write directly onto there. So I think, I mean, that is a very fast page. I might decorate it with a little bit of washi tape. And I'm going to colour that in. Or maybe I'll ask Lulu to colour it in. It's hard getting Lulu to do anything now. I tell you what, it's so funny. Like... I mean, there are all these cliches, but literally, when Lulu turned 3, she wasn't too bad. She did have maybe a temper tantrum once a week or once every 2 weeks. And my way of coping with it was I just stood there and laughed at her and sent her to her room. She was really funny. I used to say, go to your room and think about it. Come out when you're done and shut the door. And I would say to her, shut the door while you're there so I don't have to listen to you. And off she'd go. And when she got to a certain age, she became so used to it that she'd just take herself. She'd have her temper tantrum. She could see that she wasn't getting anywhere with me because I was just like, I'd laugh or go silent. And she doesn't like the silent treatment. And then she'd say, right, well, I'll just take myself off to my room and think about it. And I'd be like, okay, good. Shut the door. Come out when you're done. And that's what she would do. It was just so funny. Anyway, when she turned 3, it was just like all of a sudden you could reason with her a little bit more. Like you could say, if you behave like that, you won't get anything. Like, you know, like you could just reason with her and say, oh, if you do that, then, you know, you won't go to your friend's place to play. And I did do that once. I didn't let her go to her friend's place. Happened to me, my best friend. Bridge, she was naughty. She didn't want to go to ballet. Well, I think we were about 10, and her mum came over. She was meant to come and stay the night at my house for the weekend. Her mum brought her to my front door and said, she's not staying. She's just come to tell you and apologise. She's going home because she's very naughty. And I can remember I was devastated, and I felt really bad when I did it with Lulu because I felt bad for her friend who was very... very sad about it, that Lulu didn't come over and play. I mean, they were only little, probably 4 or something. That one's done, isn't it? Probably about 4, I think they were. Am I on screen? Yes. But I tell you what, it worked. She knew that I meant business. I only had to do it once, and the threat of it was enough for Lulu. So, yeah, she started punishing herself when she was naughty. So then what could I do? Then I would remove the punishment because she was so sorry that she punished herself. So I couldn't punish her. So, yes, I'm very lucky like that. But anyway, as I said, when she turned 3, I was able to reason with her more, and the temper tantrums became less and, you know, easier to control. And then my point is now that she's turned 13, you know how they say when they become a teenager, they don't talk to you anymore and that sort of thing. Well, I tell you what, it's true. And another lady wrote to me that her daughter's 14 and she doesn't sit and craft with her mum anymore either. And, well, that's happening to me, guys. That's why you don't see Lulu very much, because she doesn't want to participate. There's no participation. She might when her auntie's here. She might be a little bit jealous that her aunt and I are spending all this time together and want to be included. So we might be lucky and have Lulu's presence. Wouldn't that be good? So that's a pretty boring page. That's done. I'm just going to write there, and that in my opinion is done. I've got my little memory of the antique market there, and I didn't take any photographs. I at the. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I got this Daphne's. I got this Daphne's diary the other day. I bought a few. I bought one for my sis, the Christmas one, and I bought the birthday issue. And I bought, what other one? This one, because just looked interesting to me. And so, in here there are somewhere, see, I could cut something like that out. And look at it, it's got snowflakes. I don't really want the cover. Well, that's interesting. I could use that. This is nice to use in my book too, because this has got snowflakes everywhere. This was the birthday issue. I don't know when it came out. What month was it? Because I don't buy that many Daphne's diaries. Just because I'm not going to make a journal out of them. But I would like to use these bits and pieces, to be honest. Possibly I might use that too, because I did buy florally things. Oh, I bought some embroideries as well. Some lovely embroideries. But in this issue, I keep getting sidetracked. I'm sorry about that. In this issue, there were some birthday things. So I'm thinking, because it was Anna's birthday, she turned 3. She's such a cutie. She calls me Richie. We went to her birthday party, and here we go. Look, they've got these beautiful birthday cards. I'm going to put one of those in. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to write on it. How perfect is that? And I'm keeping one for Lulu's birthday that I have to put in my planner. And then it's Steffi's birthday tomorrow. So I'll put one in for his birthday too. That's really fantastic. Oh, look at that. That would be nice for Steph's birthday. That panda. What is that? A raccoon, not a panda. Ding dong. Yeah, so there's some really nice things to use in these magazines. I have bought some other ones, but they're just over there in the pile, and I just didn't ever really pull them out again. So, yes, this is what I'm going to put in. Which one will I put in for Anna? Why don't we get the book and decide? Has anybody done a flip through of the new Christmas Daphne's diary? Normally, Lynn from, what's she called? Lynn's something. Normally she does it, but she didn't do one. Maybe she hasn't got it yet. I don't like that one. Let's get on screen. That would help. That one, that's a possibility. I like that one more because I think that works with that. I do really like that one. Not that one. Not that one. That one also works because of the blues. I think I'll put that one in. Time to party. And oh, it's so pretty on the other side too. I didn't see that. Oh, this is perfect. So I can write on there about Anna's birthday, and I can write there about the antique market. Perfect. And it's a little bit decorated. See, I did do a bit more. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the gingerbread washi tape on there. Lulu will have to colour around the washi tape if she colours in that little strip for me. I'll be lucky if she does that. I'll have to do it. Although I did give Lulu, for her birthday, a set of coloured pencils, 120 colours. They were quite expensive, €30 on Amazon. But she just, as Mum would say, she just fell about when she received them. So she did really like them. She was thrilled. And Lulu's really good at drawing, and she used to draw every single day, and lately this teenage thing is killing me. She's not even drawing. I bought this sticky tape at my wholesaler the other day. sticky tape. What's it called? Washi tape. It's just not as sticky as some of the other ones. I'm going to have to put some glue under it, because it does need to hold in my flip about, my flippy jibbity thing. Okay. I can see I'm very happy to do this today. I'm a bit of a chatty bloody blah. Thank you for all your concern about the earthquake. I did film those videos a week before I actually posted them. That's why I kept talking about the giveaway, but I'd already done the giveaway by the time I posted them. That was a bit of a boo-boo, wasn't it? Just to confuse everybody and myself. But we didn't have any aftershocks with the earthquake, so that was good. In fact, my dad, like the father of one of Lulu's best friend, he told me that he had been looking at the seismic, what do you call it, the earthquake center. And now I need to put day 3 here. He'd been looking at the earthquake center, and basically they said that it was a type that didn't have aftershocks. It wasn't going to necessarily repeat, is what the point was. So I was happy to hear that, but I didn't know. Then I thought, oh, is he just telling me that to make me feel happy? I'm going to cover that. I'm not so excited about that image. What does everybody else think? I don't think it's so exciting. I'm going on my book here to glue. I'm going to glue it, but I don't know if it'll stick. This glue is very good glue. Like if you use it on, like just glue down like fabric and stuff like that, it's very strong. But you really have to push to get it to go onto the paper. Get enough of it on the paper. It's not like I had a Yoo-hoo stick because I went to my shop around the corner and they didn't have the Giotto brand, and I think the Giotto brand is like stronger, and so I had to buy the Yoo-hoo because I hadn't bought that one. Like I used to use it at school in Australia, but I hadn't been using it for this. And basically it's very soft, so if you press too hard it squished everywhere. You got a lot of it on your page. Now what am I going to use? I've got my scrap tray here. It's getting quite low actually, the scrap tray. There's not that much in it. I might have to create scraps on purpose because there's not that much here. I'll take that out. There's nothing in there. I don't think that's just all book pages. That's gone down so much. These are just like edges of when you gut the book and you pull out the pages. I just keep those bits because they're a bit textural. I like them. Maybe a little bit of that would be nice. I can see that, yes. And I don't think I want pink. Do I want pink? No. I just love this. Who did I buy that from? I know I mentioned it in another video, I think. Can't remember who I bought it from. I'm having a blank. A blank. I do love that paper. I wonder where I've got some more of that. This was in my book, the book that I emptied out, 1976, so that will have to go in somewhere. Don't you think? I think so. I always like a little bit of music paper. Am I going too quiet? Oh, I have to stop.